Welcome back for another training. My name is Dr. Kelsey Clevenger. I am a family chiropractor in Olympia, Washington. I also am a remote coach. I work with people who want to up-level their mindset. Maybe they want to lose a little bit of weight. Maybe they want to start a new hobby, a new business. There's something that is getting in the way of that. And I help my clients up-level, overcome their own limiting beliefs, because usually it's ourselves that are keeping us from what we want to do with our lives. So today's coaching is all about how to envision what you want, make it into a goal, and take steps. Okay, I'm gonna make it very simple, very sweet. So your first step, and what I want you to do with this is you're going to set your timer for 10 to 15 minutes and you're going to free write. I don't care if journaling is not your thing. I don't care. There is actually a very significant correlation between your ability to make these things real by writing it down with a pen or pencil. So this is like paper. We're going archaic here, okay? This is neurology. This isn't just like your preferences. So even if you like to make notes in your phone, sorry, this is definitely like a write it down on paper type of situation. So 10 to 15 minutes, you're going to set your timer. You're going to free write everything that you envision for your life. So how do you want to look? How do you want to show up? What do you want your business to be? Like, what are you passionate about? What feels like your purpose? Like, what do you want to spend your time doing? So, say like when you're 50, 60, 70, like what do you want to envision? Do you want a family? Do you want a home? Do you want multiple homes? Like, where do you want to live? Like all the things, you're literally going to write down all of this. Like, what do you want your mental health to be like? What do you want your diet to be like? Like, literally, like you're gonna write down all the things. So get very, very, very creative here. And that's why we're gonna spend 10 to 15 minutes doing this. So after you are done with that, you're going to go back and read through everything and you're gonna circle anything that you see like multiple times. So say like, for example, say that travel comes up over and over and over. You are gonna circle that or highlight that, make it noticeable, okay? You can do different colors if you want to, but we wanna find some themes. We wanna find like, do you have an overarching theme of location freedom or financial freedom or whatever it is that you see for your life, okay? So step 2 is you're going to write down the things that ended up coming up multiple times. Those are the things that are most important to you, okay? Maybe there's 3 things, maybe there's 5, maybe there's 7, I don't know. So you're gonna write down the things that come up over and over and over. So is that like a particular level of health, like whatever it is. Step 3, you're going to write down goals. A 1 year, a 3 year, a 5 year, a 10 year, and a 20 year. 1, 3, 5, 10, 20, okay? So of those most important things, you're gonna write down goals, because if your, say, overarching is location freedom, and you have a goal in 10 years from now, or 20 years from now, that you're going to have multiple homes and one of them is going to be in Spain. You're going to work remotely, maybe. Well, that's obviously like not going to be a 1 year goal if you're making minimum wage right now, right? So if you already are bringing in multiple 6 figures, your debt is completely paid off. Maybe you have a couple businesses, you have a couple homes already, and the next step is Spain. Maybe Spain is your 1 year. But if that's not where you're at, obviously like that's going to be your 10 or 20 year goal, right? So we want to just like look at it realistically. So for your health, if you're envisioning decreasing your body fat to 20% and you're at 40% right now, well, that's might not be a 1 year goal. That might be like a 3 year goal. Who knows? So I want you to be realistic, okay? So from there, so that's step 3. So step 3 is write out the goals. 1, 3, 5, 10, 20 of everything that's important to you. Step 4 is you are going to focus on the 1 year for right now. Okay, put the other goals aside. They're still important. They're still like valid. Maybe you're going to write them on sticky notes, put them up on your mirror. Like you're going to put them somewhere so you can see them. But we're working toward the 1 year goals right now. So for the 1 year goals, you are going to write tangible steps. Okay. So tangible things that you can do every day. They're going to be very like tiny. They're going to seem like so insignificant. They really are. So hypothetically, say you make 6 figures right now and you want your side business to replace your salary. That can be done in a year, right? Depending on your business, depending on your work ethic, depending on your consistency. So I want to give you an example of like maybe what the goals would be. So goals, work out 5 days a week, because we know that people who exercise tend to be, one, have more energy, are generally healthier, are generally more focused on their goals, because you're actually telling yourself that you are worthy and valuable by spending that time on yourself. And then you end up translating that into your business. Okay. So maybe you're going to work out 5 days a week. You're going to read 10 pages of nonfiction and 10 pages of fiction. Here's the difference between the two. Nonfiction is going to be like those things that are going to propel you towards your goal of like, okay, like no more fucking around, like let's get after this. And then the fiction is going to open your creativity so you can create the life that you want. So we're not going to say like nonfiction is better than fiction, or personal development is going to be better if you want to have a business. Like, no, like you actually need both. So you're going to read 20 pages a day, 10 fiction, 10 nonfiction. Excuse me. Sorry about that. This has been like a lingering cough for weeks. So maybe another example is, you're going to, depending on what your business is, you're going to have a certain number of connect calls, or you're going to, do a certain number of networking events, or look, whatever it is. Like, you're literally going to set up these goals for your 1 year so thoroughly, and then you're going to follow it. So let's go to weight loss. Okay. Maybe you have a goal to lose 15 pounds. You can lose 15 pounds in a year. Like, that's a little over a pound a month. Very reasonable, especially if it's like your last 15 pounds to lose. Your goals may be, prioritizing nervous system regulation, meaning you're going to do something like human garage. If you haven't done human garage before, like, you're totally missing out. You definitely need to do it. Maybe that also means like going to yoga, or doing a breathwork class, or doing therapy and holographic manipulation therapy. So I have been in the weight loss space as a trainer and doctor and coach, going on 16 years. And the one thing that I've seen my patients and myself, I've been most successful when regulating nervous system. And this is one step that so many people like act like it's not even a big deal. It's like, oh, this is like the easy part. Like, this, no, I'm going to work harder. I'm going to eat less. I'm going to work harder. Okay, stay on the yo-yo. Like, fine, do you, stay on the yo-yo. But if you prioritize your nervous system regulation, and you do grounding, and you do breath work, you're actually going to lose the weight. It's going to fall off your body. But again, if you don't want to do that, like, do you? So maybe another goal, if you have a weight loss goal, another tangible step is going to be sleeping 7 to 8 hours a night. It's going to be reducing and or removing sugar from your diet and artificial sweeteners. They actually, not all of them, I'm going to lump them all together. They cause a lot of havoc in the GI system, and they can actually cause a lot of like gut issues, absorption issues, and they can kind of jack up like our hormones. Hormones are all correlated to your weight loss, weight gain. And a lot of people who actually drink, like, say for example, Diet Coke, they have more fat tissue on their body than people who don't. So that would be something to consider. Maybe another of the simple, tangible goals is going to be eating 25 grams of protein at every single meal, 25 to 30 at every single meal, no matter what, and focusing on your protein first. That's another very simple, tangible goal. I will tell you, sleep and nervous system regulation are going to be your biggest ones. So those are the steps, 1 through 4. Go back and listen to it. I would like to keep these less than 10 minutes so that they are palatable, because a lot of people don't have a lot of time, right? So steps 1 through 4, go back through them, do it, apply it. Let me know how it goes. I can't wait to hear. Bye.